Yes, my people, my name is Ivan Mogale and this is Annexed Media. Well, the Ugandan elections are wrapping up, mostly the presidential elections, which are the most important elections in the country. For over 40 years, the Ugandans have not seen a different president, and so many people have been disturbed by this fact. And guess what? Today, we are about to listen to the final results of the elections, and we do not know what's going to happen because the Electoral Commission just recently told us that it would take 48 hours to announce the winner. Now, I want to ask you questions. What do you think is the role of the United States government in the elections in Uganda or even other African countries? Because elections have always been going on. USA has always had relations with Uganda despite the outcomes of the elections. Does it mean that USA agrees with the election results or something like that? We are yet to find out. But before we do that, please consider subscribing to my channel, Annexed Media UG, so that I can keep on giving you such raw takes from an African perspective. All right. Okay, so very many people know that the United States government has always had ties with Uganda. And being that, they know that United States government is still in connection with the current president, who is Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. What does that mean to a local Ugandan out there, a youth? It is not good news because most of the youth, they do not like President Museveni, apart from those who are benefiting from the regime. So those who are not benefiting from the regime, the homeless youths, the unemployed youths, all of those kind of people, they think maybe the United States can be able to help us get rid of this old man. But guess what? For 40 years, nothing has been happening like that. And the United States government has continued supporting Uganda even in things that people do not agree with. But recently, we have seen a change in things where we've watched President Donald Trump changing the perspective of African-US relations, cutting ties, cutting aids, doing all sorts of radical things, and people are like, wow, what is going on? And we remember for the first time when President Donald Trump was getting into power, he promised to take down dictators. And only because he was there for one term, we suspect that he didn't have enough time to accomplish all his plans. But this time around, we know that, of course, the elections that are ongoing have not been completely fair or free, according to how things have happened. Personally, I've gotten to experience the shutdown of the internet. Why? We do not know the reasons why. But of course, we suspect it could be because they do not want... I won't say that because I don't want my channel to be banned or my video to be flagged as misinformation or disinformation. But one thing I can tell you, without eyes and ears on ground, that is not free and fair at all. The role of the United States government, personally, I do not see it there, because as we have seen what happened in Tanzania, people were unalived. So many people, even their bodies were not found. What it ended up to be was these people were sponsored to be violent and all that kind of stuff, and so we had to get rid of them. We had to stabilize the country. USA saying that we are going to cut our ties with Tanzania. We are going to reconsider our relationship with them. We're going to do... I mean, there was a lot of talk, but there's less or zero action. And what does that help the youth in Tanzania who lost a father, a brother, a sister, or even a youth who lost their lives? Was it worth it for them to lose a life for no change at all? No. All it did was expose the kind of president that they do have right now, but there was no significant change in power or administration. So as you expect a lot from the USA government, thinking that, okay, Trump is there, Trump is going to do something to help us, completely and absolutely nothing he's going to do to help us. I don't know, he could put on some sanctions here and there and all that kind of stuff, but really, those things do not directly affect the politics of the country. Maybe if they say that they're going to come and pick the president like they did Maduro, yeah, that would really change something. But without that, there is no influence of the US on the Ugandan elections. So I just want to pass my thoughts there. Tell me what you think. If you think otherwise, please let me know, and I'll be glad to respond to you in the comment section.